Hi guys. Hey. Okay, I have a few messages to share. Also, as I'm being led, more of my work until further notice will be as far as the collective. I have one or two readings to do for people that I have said I would do, and after that, until further notice, I will only be doing the messages that I am given to give. And then you can take those messages and insert them in your life however you choose. But I will not be working on an individual basis with anybody for I don't know how long, just for now. Only because that's what I'm just getting too much that I need to give what I am being told to give and then come back to get what the next thing I'm being told to give, and I can't really be stopping too much um, for the individual purpose as of now. I am only to be working as a whole. That's what I'm told. Just until now, things change. I mean, if you're on this path, you understand that. If you don't understand that by now, I don't know what to tell you. But the point in time that we are in, if you're still not understanding as far as what the overall thing, the twin, is about, which is breaking you, God breaking you, using this to break you, to rebuild you through his liking, through his image, through the mother's liking, through the mother's image. Okay. Because as daughters, you are an essence of the mother. Which is what it is. And of the father, but we get it. Right? Right? We get it? Many people do not get it. Many people just do not understand. Um, and I feel a lot of people, is what I've been shown and what I'm seeing, is that these walls are now not walls. I don't want to say walls, but boundaries, and in a sense, a guard. And maybe it is this thing of protection as far as those who have been told to speak specific messages, as far as the Holy Kingdom that is upon us. They're being shown to only do just that. And I can only do what I'm being guided to do. All I can do. As I have said many times, obedience is key. I have also said the building of your one-on-one connection, taking your own personal responsibility to do so, is a necessity. And because I understand these things, I do these things. And so my private solitude with my king, with my creator, with the Most High, with the Elohim, with the angels, okay, this is in a sense a need. Okay, you guys have your needs, like 3D needs, as far as like money, food, things like of this nature. Okay, me personally, I can't really speak on anybody else's journey. I just understand that my spiritual feeding is a necessity. Um, and then I'm just to share what I'm being fed. That's it. To share what I'm being fed. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go from today and then a message I was given Saturday. Let me go to my notes because obviously this came to me at work. So I had to note it. Note the file. Save for when I get home. This is why these videos will not be, I just can do them when I can do them. That's it. And that's why it's going to be hard for me to, in a sense, take on individual. I'm being told to do the collective. I have to do everything that I am given to do, and it's just, there's only so many hours in a day, and I still have to have my own solitude space. Otherwise, things do not, my messages will not be given the way they're supposed to. Because if I am feeling overwhelmed, or the energy of the need of the people, when I feel that already, the need of the people to be fed. But if I feel, which I do also, I say it all the time, and not giving a fuck. I don't know how you would say that in like a big word, whatever. Just unawareness and unrealization of everything around you. You know, this, just the blindness, you know, not, to me, it's insane in a sense how blind people are in this world. And it can be angering. This is why there is devastation to come. Because the fury of the Holy Kingdom, okay, because in order for the Holy Kingdom to come, you got to wipe all this bullshit out. So the Holy Kingdom, when as it approaches, comes with the promised fury upon the people who are disobedient to the living word of God, the Holy Scriptures. The double-edged sword, the living and breathing word of God, the Most High God. And his son walked this planet being the living and breathing word within his existence. And so will his other children. So will the other children. And I'm only here to show that that's what it is, and that's what I'm doing. You know, I can't make people live that existence. And I can only tell you so much to do it, or, you know, before it becomes a botherment to me. You understand? Because then, always understand this. As a true daughter, I will not let distraction be in my midst for too long. Before I call you upon that distraction, let you know it's not going to be tolerated, and then you could see yourself out the door. I've always been this way. I mean, that's why I know why I'm used, because I'm not afraid to verbally let somebody know just the truth. The truth. If you are seeking to always be led, like your handheld, like, but not by God, somebody else, you know, even me, then you're not learning the biggest theme pinpoint of the journey, which is to be fully connected and only have to gain direction through the Holy Spirit, the King of Kings. You understand? Not through another. Through your own abilities given to you by God to do just that, to come and get spiritually fed, to grow your one-on-one connection, so you really don't have to be directed by anybody else but God. And you will be omniscient and have this absolute knowing. 17% on my phone right now. We're going to get into that 17% because the 7, not percent, but number, 17 again, has hit my life in such a big form. But I want to save that for the next video. Okay, so here is what I got today. And, sorry, it's my washer. bothering me right now. Okay, so I was at work and I don't know what I was really thinking about. Just kind of, okay, how am I going to do all of this at once? Because I'm thinking about taking a weekday off and just working Saturday mornings, like, so I can have one day during the week to kind of just focus on what I need to do in my messages, in my ministry, or whatever. Just one day during the week. I don't, and it's just easier for me because as a mom, like my daughter's not home. I like to have that time to do my messages and stuff like that. So I'm just going in my head like, okay, how am I going to do all this? How am I still going to get my messages out there and never letting my work, which it really doesn't because I only work like 30 hours a week. So, I mean, and then anything else I do, I just can do it whenever the hell I want to do it. So it's not like as far as that, like, whatever. So I'm just trying to manage things correctly. Okay. Bringing 5D into the 3D and just trying to manage it correctly in the right way. And yes, it is different because hello, it's still new in the sense of it's actually being shown, coming to life, living. Woo, okay, all right. And this is what, as the daughters, we should be focusing on. Okay, I'm personally tired of not having people who don't understand this stuff. Um, and maybe it's just today, don't take it offensively. Maybe it's just my moment today, whatever. But I do feel this pull of like, the thing about being taught something is so you can do it yourself. Understand this always. So you can start doing things yourself. And as long as we're walking our spiritual paths, understanding that we are learning to then do, okay. I mean, if you're never going to, in 441 right now, 17% still, okay. If you're never going to incorporate the things that people tell you to do, I don't know why you waste your time listening then. Or you understand, like, be very careful. Okay, be very careful. A lot of people still don't understand what the twin thing is, and I'm really not going to be saying that term anymore. Like, a lot of people, and not that I'm not one, blah 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 blah. Yes, I am. I just don't want to say it. Like, I don't. That's not the fucking point. That's, that is not the point. It really isn't, and it's exhausting. It really is exhausting, and the twin flame notion at this point is just exhausting the shit out of me, and I'm just sick of kind of hearing about it. Like, just my personal, I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm forever grateful for it and thankful for it because it was the thing that woke me up, that God brought to me, woke me up because that would get my attention, woke me up, showed me my gifts, showed me my ability to connect with my God one on one through absolutely asking and receiving, And here's a thing I found. Okay, because, all right. I'm going to read this verse. Um, this wasn't given to me today. I just found this while I guess it was given to me just because it wasn't said to me the way I still found it. So, right when I was about to do this video. So, it just makes sense. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. When you are seeking your twin more than you seek God or Jesus, you will never get your twin. And most likely, you jumped onto a bandwagon that had nothing to do with you. And I'm going to be very direct when I say that. That's the truth. The biggest thing that this twin flame should have taught you was that when you seek God, when you seek for the answers from God's creation, the mother universe, okay, then you will find me. And when you seek me with all your heart, if you have your twin on all your heart and you are seeking for them, but not for God, you are mm, 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 the universe, whatever you're saying at this point. If you are not learning how to dance, if you are not learning how to dance with the universe, with God, you will never, ever, ever, ever find yourself in union with your twin. This is something created by God. This is something created by God, okay? Jesus. This is not something that you can just put your own label and be like, oh yeah, I'm one of these things. God, that shit is the same thing as being somebody in the religious church talking about, because I say Christian, because I say Catholic, I'm just automatically known by God. No, you're not. And you're a liar, which makes you a falsifier. And it is happening within the twin community, so it's just happening everywhere in the world. Jesus, goodness. Okay, we all know this, but this is why I'm like, my channel has never, yes, it's been about twins, but I mean, what video have you not heard me say God and Jesus in? Like, what video? Name one. I don't think that there's any down there. Maybe one of my readings, but most of the time I'm talking about scripture, yelling and screaming and blah, 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 blah. I have always connected this since day one. Day one. It never made sense to me. It never made any sense to me. I knew it had to be God because it wasn't somebody that I would choose. This wasn't somebody that, in a sense, like I would be attracted to, or not like physically, just like everything about this person was not what I see myself with. Like, in this, it just wasn't. But even though it wasn't, it didn't stop just that automatic connection, whatever. Okay? That is how I, in a sense, always knew it was God. It just didn't make sense. Just did not make any damn sense. So I had to go to God, like, why does this make no sense? Why does this person not make any, like, I don't understand the emotional like feelings and all this shit for this person, like, and when I look at him like outside of my body and I'm over here feeling all this intense emotion and just like insanity, and it did make me weak. God broke me through this twin flame thing to rebuild me. And that's probably what he did for all of us. Um, it's just tiring. It's so tiring, and I just don't want to do it like for a while or anymore. I don't know. I just don't want to do it. I don't really want to talk about it. I said that I was going to be talking about the claim of the queens and the daughters and our job as that, and that's my focus and that's my line, like where my focus lies, where my ministry is going towards. Um, Not that I'll never talk about the mass. Like I said, shit changes, but it's not a focus of mine. And I don't really want to talk about it. And I don't really want to hear about it. So it is exhausting to give somebody. That's why I don't want to do individual readings, because I don't want to be talking about the damn twin flame thing. I don't want to talk about it anymore for now. So I don't want to have to answer individual questions pertaining to that as of right now. Just not right now. It's just a lot of my messages and my energy are going into the collective. And I just don't have enough. I mean, I'm one person, I'm one being. I've been told numerous times, and I've gotten my fridge full and whatever, like I need to eat greens, shove my body with greens and water because of the amount of intensity that they're placing upon me. Like, as far as it's not hard, it's just like a lot of just being and doing, but being and doing all of the same thing. I don't really know. So it's a lot. It's a lot. If you're really going through this journey, then you will understand that. You will understand that this is physically, physically, physically can be a lot at times. And I'm just personally going through this like physical. First, I'm told I have to clear a lot of things. Not like how most people have to clear them. No, I just have to do like a clearing of the chakras. Okay, I have to do this. I have to clear my chakras. That's what I'm being told. And then all this food and healthy stuff now is like imperative. Um, I don't know. It's just that I'm gonna be seeing more things. I know this. I'm gonna be seeing more things like visions. And it's everything is energy. So when they want to use me for this is why they're telling me to do all these healthy things, okay? Because my body has to be fueled. My body has to be just like when you're working out. My body has to be fueled correctly. Otherwise, I'm going to get very tired. Otherwise, I'm not going to want to, you know what I mean? And in order for me to protect myself for the things that are going to be coming on me and just I have to focus on these things. And this is what all of us as daughters should be focusing on is really this cleaning of the temple. Cleaning of the temple. Seriously, cleaning of the temple. And so that's where I think the whole summer. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna talk about the twins like at all. Really. Like maybe I'm not saying yeah, no, I don't know, whatever. It goes away. But I'm saying that is my direction for the summer. And for the summer, I don't even know if I'm gonna be offering individual readings. I might not be. I might just be doing the collective general daughter thing with my verses and my readings as that is where my focus is to be. And I can't go against what I'm told. Like, I know people have been reaching out to me. There's been a few people just reaching out as far as readings for their twins, and I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted. I don't want to do it. Besides the two people I've promised already and gave my word is my bond, and I will get those done. Um, but probably not till the end of the week. Okay, so let me get into this. Okay. And really my focus, another thing that they're showing me to focus on as far as daughters like me, because I am like working, I do work, okay. Um and then I am also, told called to do my ministry and then I'm a mom and my daughter's going to be in two sports this spring and summer, you understand? So okay. I mean, I practice 6 days a week with her volleyball in the summer. She has softball. This is like I have games. Okay, so this is on top of that. I have laundry. I have dishes. I have okay. I could go on. Checking the mail, bills, organizing everything. Like it's a lot. So it is a lot. But with God, all things are possible. And I'm not complaining. I'm given I'm being told like this is kind of where they want me, like to kind of tell the daughters like, okay, yeah, you do in a sense are still doing these things, right? So we're gonna get like a holy management system. Yes, I said it. I'm serious. I'm serious. So I'm like, they're like telling me to, in a sense, build this little management system. Like I said, this all is coming on to me today. So, but it's like God really wants us to understand that we can. Okay, when I say we can do it all, you have to understand. I don't mean like I don't know. I'm just happy where I am, like as far as working. I don't have, like, I don't have a normal, regular job where I have to follow, like, well, I like what I do, and I go in there, I go on my job, I have my own shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm handling the schedule of the person that owns it. Like, I don't have somebody like, you need to do everything this way. Like, whatever I need to do a certain way, I already know. I have my own little systems. It's like, right, like, I don't have anybody over my shoulder. Kind of how I want to do things my personal ways, how they get done. As long as everything's done correctly, that's what I do. Like, so I'm not told, and I have went to God with this as far as that I have to leave. I've just been told to rearrange the schedule so that it will work for me, where I can give myself that one full day and then whatever evenings, because I only work 6 hours a day, so it's not like, but I do have every other thing, so I'm just trying to focus on that. And so I know that a lot of women, especially a lot of women, just because you're God's daughters does not mean you're not a mother in the 3D, does not mean you don't have a million things to keep track of. You know what I mean? So, but God's trying to show us a way to make it easier, less stressful, to where everything's flowing smoothly, for real. Like, it's amazing. Okay, so these are where my focus, like, I'm sorry, even as a twin, just on a, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. What is my twin doing? Is he still with this guy? I don't care. I don't care. I'm so listen, I have so much to get done for God. Like, I don't care. You understand? So sometimes maybe it makes me a little angry. Like, why the fuck do you care? Dude, like, God is pouring all this shit upon my life. Understand? And he's like, just focus on this. Like, this is what you should be focusing on. So, we're not going to do the card pull yet, even though I went into that whole different thing. Okay, so, well, I guess it kind of does coincide with they were giving me Sunday. Okay, so basically, this is what I have in my notes. How to be all things through the King of Kings, okay, who is the embodiment of all beings. This is how they gave it to me. Because I was just, this is why you should go to God, man. God answers me instantly. I was just in my office thinking, like, okay, how are we going to organize all this? How am I going to organize all these things? Home, make sure everything runs smoothly, make sure, like, I'm not frantic, because I'm not supposed to live that way, obviously. And so I get an answer. Okay, so came how to be all things with the King of Kings, embodiment of all beings. Revelations 18:12. Then I got John 15:6, Luke 17:9, and Matthew 5:8. Okay, so we're going to go to those verses. Revelations 8:12. No, it's 18:12, sorry. 18:12, guys, I'm sorry. That was not the verse they gave me. Okay. And it does say 18:12. Where is it? Okay. And then I read 18:12 to 20. So cargoes of gold, silver, precious stone, and pearls, fine linen, purple silk, and scarlet cloth, every sort of citron wood, and articles of every kind made of ivory, costly wood, bronze, iron, and marbles. Now, I'm going to finish going into this book, but that's not what they say in the book, is what they're about to take away from the people, the oppressor, Satan, and give it to the children. So understand something. This is why God's giving us, like, this. Well, hello, we put in our claim. I mean, if you're going to be daughters and queens of a holy kingdom, you do have responsibilities and duties. And you are going, every person who's ever been a queen has to have some type of management or organization skills. And they're going to be a little different from the 3D ones, okay? So this is like the point. So we're going to be learning this, like, different system of managing our lives, because they really are amplifying from the 3D and to the 5D, which means we're getting a new management system. And when we learn how to manage things correctly with God, this is when you will start seeing the abundance start pouring. Okay, so they were just showing me all the things that were to come. All the things that were to come if, let me go back to my notes, if you, where are my notes? Okay, if you be obedient and listen to how to be all things through the King of Kings, who is the embodiment of all beings. All right, this is a one-on-one connection. This is the whole thing, the whole twin thing. So if you were starting to learn all this stuff, you were already doing it, you would be having abundance coming upon you. I'm really more worried about that right now because I work for that shit than I am my twin. Like, I don't, that's the truth. I'm more worried about the abundance about to approach all the daughters' lives. That's it. I'm more worried about that. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Get excited. Get excited. That is exciting, guys. That is exciting. If you are not excited for that, then I don't know. Maybe you weren't following the directions correctly. Maybe you should go re-evaluate your notes. Maybe there's something you missed, huh? All right. Next verse after this, because I kept reading it. Okay, so, and this is basically Revelation 18:12-20 is basically them saying all the things that they have in the 3D and how it's going to be switched. Cargoes of cinnamon and spice, of incense, myrrh, and frankincense, of wine and oil, of fine flour and wheat, cattle and sheep, horses and carriages, and human beings sold as slaves. They will say, the fruit you long for is gone from you. All your luxury and splendor have vanished, never to be recovered. And this is what's going to happen to all of those who thought your twin was more important than your creator. And all of those who thought anything else was more important than your creator. This is what's going to happen to you. Your world is about to be flipped. Understand that. They will say, this is why I'm not worried about giving individual advice about what you should do within your twin thing. Because I understand the script that is about to be flipped. You understand? I have knowledge of that. So I have no concern for anything else but to relay the messages that are given to me about, just the overall why this is going to happen to you. Why this is going to happen to majority of people in this world. All those people who said God, why they're not going to know why it's happening to them, because you didn't know God. You just said a name and thought you had the right to do so. Shame on you, and you will be put to shame. That's what it's going to say. You will be put to shame if you really go around this world believing that shit. I laugh at that shit because I think it's like, dude, how stupid can you be? Like, how small-minded are you? Is it really like God's problem that you're so low in your thinking? Come on. To me, this is like baby. Little kids get it, And they do, because their higher vibrations are higher. They have more ability to understand. The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her will stand far off. The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her should stand off. Understand this. You have a direct line to God. You have a one-on-one connection. You get things automatically. That's why you're not supposed to sell. Only the devil sells things. Fooled you. You don't got to buy anything. You don't got to sell anything. You just are automatically going to be given it when the Holy Kingdom's there. Absolutely. Terrified at her torment. They will weep and moan. They will weep and moan. Because all the things that it's going to disappear. And cry out, woe, woe to you, great city, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet and glittering with gold, precious stones and pearls. In 1 hour, such great wealth has been brought to ruin. God is instantly going to crash your shit. instantly. Every sea captain and all who travel by ship, the sailors, and all who earn their living from the sea will stand far off. And the sea is also a representation of the mother, because it's the womb. I just heard that from my brother. So when you started selling stuff that the mother was giving to her children for free, when they see the smoke of her burning, they will exclaim, "Was there ever a city like this great city?" They will throw dust on their heads and with the weeping and moaning cry out, "Woe, woe to you, great city, where all who had ships on the sea became rich through her wealth. In 1 hour she has brought to ruin." Because it was an illusion. You understand? It's not their shit. That's why it will automatically be destroyed. I lost my page. What verse were we on now? Okay, so this is rejoice over her, you heavens. Rejoice over her, you heavens. Revelation 18:20. Rejoice over her, you heavens. Rejoice, you people of God. Rejoice, apostles and prophets, for God has judged her with the judgment she imposed on you. Again, the script is going to be flipped. All those who are not obedient, whether you know it or not, does not matter. It does not matter. Your knowing of it is not a part of the criteria of being saved or not. I didn't know. No, you just didn't care to know. We placed it in front of your eyes about 7 million times, and we had a whole bunch of people talking to you, and you just wanted to wave them off like they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And now you want to say you don't know. Well, all those in the kingdom will be considered God's kin, and all God's kin are wise. So if you're going to use an excuse of not knowing, you are unwise. Therefore, you do not get in. Simple. This is, again, if you were paying attention on your whole journey, you would be rejoicing. You wouldn't be looking for your twin right now. You would be rejoicing. You would seriously be rejoicing because you understand, just like I said, the abundance. Like, it has already been proven to me. I have already manifested. I'm going to keep it for my other video because I don't want to. I'm only going to use it to prove. In a sense, I guess it would be like bragging, but I'm just going to use it to prove what has been real. There's just a lot of shit going on in the spiritual world, for real. I don't give two shits about in the spiritual world. There's so much going on right now. Ugh. All right, what was the next verse that we had for this? John 15:6. John 15:6. Okay. Clearly part of the management program The Holy Management Program comes with one-on-one connection. Here this verse goes, okay? Now, I didn't check John 15. I didn't do these verses when I was at work because I didn't have time. I did read Revelation. Okay, so John 15:6 says, if you do not remain in me, you this is to all you twin flames who seriously don't understand what the whole point is. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. So again, putting anybody before God, you will be like a branch thrown away that withers. You will not be recognized. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. So anyone who does not remain in God, anyone who does not remain in God, this is anyone and everyone, you are like a branch that is thrown away, like easily just, and you can't expect God's children, those who remain in him, to really not want to throw you away themselves because you're not bringing value, you're not bringing worth to the kingdom. Okay, you're doing nothing but bringing distraction, bringing frustration, bringing tiredness and overwhelmness. You understand, these are feelings that come with the dark. The dark is not allowed to come into, everything's being transformed. So if you're going to continue to, I would do my best not to make any child feel that way, because you will be thrown into the fire. What's the next verse that they gave me? Go back to the notes. Luke 7:9, 7:9, 7 through 9. One or the other. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him. And turning to the crowd following him, he said, I tell you, I've not found such great faith even in Israel. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him. And turning to the crowd following him, he said, I tell you, I have not found such great faith even in Israel. Understand, those who walk next to Jesus, I don't know, the 144,000, the judges, whatever you want to say, they have a bigger faith than anybody ever. That's just what it is. Their faith expands beyond them, beyond. And maybe it's because they can see, maybe it's because they can hear. No, it's not. Because guess what? Their faith expanded beyond itself in order for them to gain those gifts and that understanding and that knowledge and that acknowledgement and that recognition. So they just gave us John 15:6, which said what? That as long as you remain in me, you will be fine, but if not, you will be thrown out. Those who choose to remain within the Most High, those are who Jesus is most amazed by. Those are who prove they have had more faith even than in Israel. That's why they're giving it to me like that. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him. And turning to the crowd following him, he said, I tell you, I have not found such great faith even in Israel. And the last verse that I was given was Matthew. Where are you? Where are you? Matthew 5:8, which is Matthew 5:8. Typing it in. Perfect verse. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. So if you don't see God at this point, you aren't pure in heart. You're not right this second. You're not. You can become pure at heart through working with God, but you're not there. And let me go back to my notes. Okay, so management skills. Okay, so those were the verses that they gave to explain how to be all things through the King of Kings, embodiment of all beings. Okay, so and if you do that, that's why they give Revelation 18:12. Yes, it explains what those people are going to be losing, but everything they lose, we're gaining. Understand, right? So it's the mirror effect, the flip script effect. John 15:6 lets you know if you don't remain in God, you don't remain in the kingdom for show. Luke 17:9 said Jesus was amazed by the ones who remained in God. And Matthew 5:8 lets you know, just in case you need a brief summary, it's what I do, that those who are pure in heart know God. Let's read it one more time. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. And since I work with his daughters, that is you, my sisters. Okay, where's my notes again? Okay, so management skills of the heavenly crown. This is what they were giving me at work. It's funny. I always talk to God. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I mean, all day, every day, even no matter where I am. I learn, and as I've learned, okay, so this is just kind of where I'm like trying to teach you people who keep saying twins. Okay, so I learn, and as I have learned, I have shared my journey. Okay, just how I'm learning, how I'm growing, I don't know, allowing others to have, and by me sharing, I have allowed the others, just like anybody else who has shared, to have the same opportunity of seeing things as they are given to me. We are who are here to show before. No, I'm going to read this differently. Okay, so this is them telling me. We are who are here to show. Before they came, we stood, and after they leave, it is we who remain. Okay, so we are who are here to show. Period. Before they came, we stood, and after they leave, it is us, or it is we who remain. The fallen are those refusing to see what's right in front of them. Everything that has momentum is of life. Now, everything that has momentum is of life. Everybody can choose to be of life, but there's a lot of steps that you're going to have to take. I'm going to leave that there, and then I guess I could share my reading. Oh, might have to be tomorrow. Might have to share tomorrow. Even though it's so freaking amazing. I just don't have time right now. What should I focus on? Yeah, we're gonna save this because this came with another scripture, totally different, because this was from Saturday. That was from today. So I wanted to share that with you. And I will continue to share the messages as far as the queens, daughters, crowned, management system, holy management system. These things, okay? These things. This is what I'm sharing. I'm sharing with my sisters and yes, my brothers, because you can always, it's the same thing, okay? The kings need a holy management system too. So, I mean, it's not just for the daughters. I'm still talking to the kings. I'm just not talking as far as like, union and reunion right now. It's exhausting to me. It's exhausting to me. And maybe it's just today, like I said. Maybe it will be tomorrow. Maybe they're just pouring a lot on me. And I know for like the next I don't even know. Probably for the rest of the time. I was gonna say probably for the next 2 weeks I'll be getting messages like and saying no, but they will. They will chill out once that I'm just told there's gonna be a lot coming on for me as far as the messages I'm getting. I'm again being told to amp up my healthiness and because I need energy right now, like all the time. Because I'm gonna be getting shit constantly. And then even when I'm at work like this, I will be noting, and then sharing when I can. And that's why I can't really do personal reasons because I have to get out what I'm given. Like this is just what it is right now. I just don't want to attach myself to anybody anymore. As far as like I'm attached to the collective for right now. This is my collective, my sisters. I'm attached to them and my brothers. But anything else I can't, I'm not attaching myself to it right now. And maybe it's because I'm being strengthened, maybe because in a couple weeks I'm going to have to come and heal or help people or do whatever I need to do, whatever. They would guide me. They tell me when I need help. They tell me when I need solitude. They tell me when I need to give messages. They tell me when to just be quiet and act like a human. They tell me. So I just got to listen to them. And I want everybody to understand that everybody has this ability. Like we all have this ability. But if you don't want to be directed by the King of Kings, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, stop saying Jesus, stop saying God. If you aren't accepting their direction, it makes no sense because you make yourself a liar, makes yourself a falsifier, makes yourself the enemy. People are making themselves the enemy, and they are unaware of this. This is why you God's children always know the positions they play. Man, I ain't never been somebody's enemy without knowing I was their motherfucking enemy. I ain't never been somebody's friend. You know what I mean? Like, only people of this world do shit like that. Making yourself an enemy without intentionally doing so. Like, I could understand if you want to make yourself an enemy. Like, Satan, he knows he's the enemy. That was a choice he chose. Now, there are a lot of people who choose that choice. They know damn well that they're choosing to be the enemy. But there's so many people, you're so blinded. You don't even know that you've made a choice to be the enemy because you don't follow the direction God is giving and you're not obedient, which means you are not a pure heart. And as long as you are not a pure heart, you will not be written in the book. And as long as you are not written in the book, you will not be in the kingdom. And as long as you ain't in the kingdom, you will be an enemy to all the who is in the kingdom. Truth. So the longer, like, the more time we have, I think it's just good for all my sisters to kind of understand. Um, just do what God is guiding you to do. 100% do what God is guiding you to do. You don't need another person to be like, this is what God is guiding you to do. No, that's defeating the whole purpose right now. It really is defeating the whole purpose. And yes, it's good to exchange ideas and like come to the table with this is what they gave me. Oh my gosh, they gave you this. Well, this was similar to me, and this was similar to me. Okay, as long as it's pertaining to the kingdom. I don't want to talk about shit that is outside of the kingdom from now on. I'm just feeling the kingdom. Like, this is just the main. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if any of my topics gonna change ever again. I mean, be the holy kingdom, the queen of kings, the daughter of the kings. For now on, you come to me with twin up like, did your twin, is he a king yet? is he part of the brotherhood? Has he been initiated? You wouldn't know how come you don't know these answers for him because you don't know them for yourself. That's the point. You're supposed to learn for yourself. Through learning for yourself, they automatically are supposed to be growing. I just give that to God because I can't handle that anymore. It's too much. I have too much to do for God. I cannot handle that. It's like, take that shit. I don't know what you're doing with that up there, but do whatever you will. Like, please. I'm too tired to think about it. Are any of my other ladies feeling like this? Not that you're done with it. Not that I'm saying I'm done with it or I'm giving up on it. I just don't want to talk about it. Like, I just don't want to talk about it. Like I said, anybody on this journey knows that it might just be for today or tomorrow or a week or 2 weeks. And then I'll be like, oh, yay. But unless they're telling me this and pouring this on my spirit, then I only talk what is poured on my spirit from now on. That's it. I don't want to be asked individual questions. I don't want to have to speak upon the mask. I just want to speak upon what they're giving me because what they're giving me is 100 like imperative for people to know. So I just share it. With that being said, I will do my best to do that reading in the morning. I'm tired right now, just energetically tired. Yeah, much love, guys. Much love. The kingdom is upon us. Absolutely. And we are to learn specific ways. Like our lives are being transformed. If you don't stall your transformation by worrying about another person. Don't stall your transformation by worrying about another person. Because that is a distraction, no matter who it is. And it's snowing. Ugh. All right. Bye, guys.